Just the time. Some Judas must have rung one of the spirits over. Love is not. Electrolytes now. It's warm out here. Humid. In the sun, cool in the shade. Well, it's humid, but cool in the shade. Let me check my back real quick. Let's have a tendency to try to come around. Well, he just kind of showed that, hey man, I'm just in my area chilling, man. I mean, you can go find you a little designated area to chill at. It's all of this water and shoreline, you know what I mean? Find you something. All right, man. So, what we've been digging into lately, man, is a lot of I had a game song. Look at this thing. Boy, I'm gonna go over this. Hey, but what we've been digging into lately is we've been uncovering a lot of the, you know, the false god situation on an atmospheric plane. Twist my thing, man. You know, we got the 360 twist. Hey, yo, you got nappy hair. That was something. But anyhow, though, we're jumping into the game. But, you know, that shows something. There's probably in the genes, too. The nappy hair monoculous went over there and kind of mixed in and stuff. Or they do this little special thing that they need in their hair to make it nappy for, like, a few of them. Like how niggas get perms and shit. And it, you know, straightens their hair for a little bit. Fucks up your chemicals and shit. Instead of you using a hot comb, which Auntie invented. Shout out to my Auntie and the ancestor of Future Brown, Madam C.J. Walker. And, you know, they probably found a way to do that. But anyhow, though, we're going to jump into it, man. I got this dude over here looking. He's like really trying to, you know, ain't got nobody else. He only can stay for a little bit. We got false Christ LOOEAMONG. We got to add on to the cipher, man. The cipher is something that is, you know what I'm saying? The cipher is something that consists of the truth. Truth is energy, force, and magnetism. And how you use that truth is through refinement. So refining yourself. Finding out what's weak or wicked within yourself and kind of master that without having to gaslight and project somebody else's or your insecurities on somebody else. That makes you a weak individual. And so we strive to just better ourselves mentally and shit pretty much. Whether it's coming from, you can learn from an ant, you can learn from a heroin addict, you can learn from a lot of different things in life in order to better yourself. Because knowledge is equality. That's the only thing that deals in equality. What knowledge that we deal with? It's the Most High. So now we're getting into, you know, LOOEAMONG and the Israelites. You know, because you see, on the mainland, or what they call America, that is the only land that the Most High has known its people. And it has been documented. You know, it's documented in museums and all these different things that, hey, man. And it's also in the book, the Owaspi, where the All Spirit is the only place where, you know, it dwelled with the people, where the people gain direct inspiration from the ethers. And anywhere the people is at, that's in any part of the world, they still have that connection to the etheric realm. And, you know, you had a lot of haters that was against that, because when you're teaching people in the world, they kind of want to jack your little, you know, your little culture, and they kind of used to it. You know, people have cluster B personality disorders, you know? And so when I say cluster B personality disorder, it's the best way to put it. It's the best way to get this out. Because when we're kind of putting it onto people only, we're not really allowing, you know, the spirit to get their just ice or just due reward for what they're doing to inspire the spirits that are weaker in the flesh, whether they can be, you know, melanin recessive, which is some people call white, but that's, you know, in the law, that's, or law and shit, that means more like a clean slate. But more so like, you know, Caucasian type of looking, you know, lacking of melanin, meaning that, you know, lacking the ability to tap in from the UV rays that you get from the sun. The UV rays kind of damages their skin unless you have, you know, melanin-rich molecule in you already if you're Caucasian. And that means you can sleep pretty good. If you don't have that, then it's hard to sleep. You know, and the Bible say, and I ain't saying I'm a follower of the Bible, but the Bible do say to certain parts they couldn't abrogate everything, you know. It says that, man, no rest for the wicked, you know. So the wicked, I'm talking about like no sleep. These motherfuckers is like vampires. They can't even go nowhere and shit. You know what I mean? I mean, we did motherfucking chess, man, today. Oh, take a walnut, put it in the chest, like, pop it. Hey, tell your mama, come over here and kick this walnut, man. That's what the haters and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we only eating fruits, berries, and melons over this motherfucker. Look like your mama's ass on my chest right there when she bend over and shit. I'm like, ah. That's for the hater and shit. But for my brothers, like brothers, y'all already know you're getting in 1,500 push-ups. You know how it is. Real testosterone, celibacy, repenting the true way for the cosmos, for you to get back into the light body or get back into your God bodyisms. True natural, supernatural God body. Let me keep it seen real fast. So yeah, we got some Israelites, man. You know, a lot of true. Most High don't need nobody going out spreading the doctrine, because Most High can connect to you through your heart. It's already documented. It's already said it to you. Even in the WASPy, even if the WASPy has been Most High right there going through with the white butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Even in the WASPy, it says don't even follow this book, because it's like a motherfucker will abrogate this book and copyright this book, meaning that they will take full responsibility for the downloads that they get in the book, not knowing that Muslims already searched the libraries and seen like, damn, this how niggas get to heaven. They do the semen retention, they're celibate. They get the light to the crown chakra above the 33rd vertebrae, like it's equivalent to the 33rd parallel on Earth. All these different 33rds and shit. Get his whole 12 cranial nerves in the brain doing that. So yeah, we already knew about the cosmic inner orbit, you know, the Kundalini. And so with the cosmic inner orbit, we knew you have to be celibate. And also on point, they knew how to attack you from birth, meaning that when they cut your umbilical cord, that was also against, you know what I'm saying, the true Israelites of not cutting the umbilical cord right away from birth, forcing the baby to breathe the wrong way. Hence, breathing in ether in the wrong direction, forcing his lungs to breathe quicker than it's supposed to, burning the lungs, start crying. Then the daddy had to slap him on the ass even more. Like the baby, like, what the fuck going on? They got us to go against a lot of our nature. You know what I mean? Meaning that, you know, hey, this is what the false gods come in to play at. They were never on our side of the world, which was in America. They never was in America. They started to get into America within the recent centuries. And then when they came to America, they said that the American niggas, or the Amaru Khan, or the land of the sacred serpent, the niggas who already mastered the Kundalini, meaning that they already started dealing with technology and what they would call magic and shit. These niggas already had the most advanced people in the world. I didn't say the shit. It was already documented if you go and just research it yourself. The true niggas. Give you the description of what niggas is and everything. I'm just going right off the top. I ain't got to be sitting back with the button pushing. I'm just, you know, I'm here to trigger motherfuckers and shit. Most time make me do that. I don't even try. I'm just like, God damn. Hey, watching porn, jacking off and shit. Look at all that, like, look at all those like, jacking off and stuff like that. Sorry right there, boy. you gotta stop jacking off. You know what I'm saying? Doing all these things, keeping your light low. You know what I'm saying? Repenting is the best way for the real Israelites. They don't understand, like, you know, they're dealing with a cluster B personality disorder as well. Like, it's a doctrine that was given in America for niggas to be on the corner to be yelling about the Bible. They were given this shit. You know what I'm saying? So they were given this charter, just like how Nation of Islam was given a charter to teach Islam in America. You know, Islam steals from a false god named Jabril, who was LOOEAMONG's homie. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? You chilling? All right. Which is LOOEAMONG's homie. LOOEAMONG is the false god who established Christianity, basically. Oh, yeah, boy. Confirmation, man. We're bringing in the water, bringing in the minerals, all that shit, all that. It's like the water is saying Hawa right now. See, that's how the Native Americans named the Most High. The Most High said, yo, man, what you want to name? He took Hiawatha up to the mountains and listened to Hiawatha, listen to the sound of the wind, put that together, listen to the sound of the water hitting on the rocks, put that together, listen to the waves in the water, put it together. They said it was called Eoklin or Egoklin. That's what the old tales of Native American tribes were. The true Israelites by nature, faithists, You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with faithists are just naturally born. They're naturally a part of the construct. These are natural Israelites. Now you have a certain sect that kind of made Israelites through like a cult type of thing. But natural Israelites or natural faithists were born around the world, and they're born in each cycle. Most High takes care of these people by giving them certain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on how to build structures and how to, irrigate the land and the soil and all these different things. And then they stay and connect with their direct lineage, meaning that it was already in their DNA or the DEA, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna sit back down. Almost I was on one right there. I was on one right there, boy. So, yeah. So when you're dealing with someone, that really can't really see too far outside of their narcissistic point of view, they're the only ones that's right, and nobody else can be adding on to the cipher with their truth. That means you're dealing with a cluster B personality disordered individual. And when you're dealing with we gotta look at the spirit shit, because there ain't nobody they worship. There is no false gods that people worship that you see that is just it's like figurines. The only way they put them in the figurines is when this spirit told these motherfuckers to do it, because there are people that can see sargas or see spirits all over the world. Meaning that they're able to understand and comprehend spiritual things, but they're not able to tune and tap into the all spirit. And hence, when niggas went around the world, they chopped it up with a lot of these people who are more spiritually advanced than others in their tribes. So yeah, when you got Israelites that's running with the whole Christ thing, it's not really sticking to everybody, because the Most High says that you're gonna be able to tap into Him through your heart. The heart is the vortex. It's the place where you meet the Most High. You can meet a lot of spirits. You can also get food through your heart too. That's one thing. Well, another thing is you can also, if you got your Kundalini going the right way, you're not over here releasing your light. You know what I'm saying? Having sexual, just not cultivating that light to get up to the next chakra. And the way you do that is if you just keep on, intoxicating yourself, taking all kind of drugs and shit like that. You won't be cultivating this light. We already know, figured the shit out. We're like a dragon people, bitch. People is like, they're like mad at Most High. They want to have wars against the Most High, meaning that when something happens and they can't do it, and they be like, I'm gonna keep trying. That's the Most High making sure that you don't do it. Actually, he's trying to look out for you, but you penalize yourself by trying to make yourself better than the Most High. It's like a big eye little you narcissistic, sociopathic syndrome that a person has. And when you're dealing with a whole group of people like that, who think that they can get salvation through war, constant war, because that's what false gods do. False god Baal and Astaroth for the homies. What they did was they took out themselves. They all vowed to put each other in hells and this is in certain places in the atmosphere. They're called hells, so hotters. They didn't want to tell you that shit because they wanted to make sure that you don't know how to get to the source in no form or fashion. That's all it is. I got this man all over in my business, man. So yeah, the way to get to the heaven is on the inside, big dog. Like I say, they people are getting you to look for an outside source to get you to be able to, fall for, not cultivating the energies within. You become dependent. It's a cluster B personality disorder. When you become dependent, you can become dependent on a lot of things. Liquor, alcohol, all that shit. What you're striving to do is become a master of your own vessel, your own thoughts, your own emotions, and all of this. My little thugs flew away because they got a dude over here staring at me. A lot of men are staring directly at me and hopes I look right at them. And I'm like, you're crazy. I don't have to look at you. Love is nothing. A lot of people don't want to put in the work for real. But I address the Israelites because there's a lot of them. And meaning that they can be able to put in the work and be able to say, yo, man, we can go ahead and get celibate and get our energies back up and inspire the world. Like, yo, man, we're doing this for a certain amount of time, and we want all the brothers in the world to do it. It's not like a cult thing. It's just like it's a part of the all I self. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude over here, this bad. I can't believe this dude over here just staring at a nigga and shit. It's crazy. But I ain't really that crazy because I'm sitting in the sun, you know what I mean? The UV ray warnings don't really, bother me and shit. It's actually like good. My skin is feeding from the shit. We're cultivating the kidneys. We're making sure that the kidneys is filtering. It's spiritual shit over here, B. We want the world to catch on to it because that's what you deserve. You ain't supposed to be sitting back, you know what I'm saying, running and doing dope and running around, you know what I'm saying, chasing dope and chasing hoes and shit like that. Not in this season. This ain't got no time for shit like that. So now it's time to show this. It's the difference between the Israelites from over in Africa, because there's Israelites over there. It's called Arabian, really, in ancient maps, and then the Israelites in America, the faithists that's in America. The Owaspi say that the whole America was all faithists. I mean, it's about the whole land. That's like no other land in the world was all faithists, meaning that they were all in tune with the Most High. There ain't no land in the world that was like that. So when niggas from America went around and started gathering up all the faithists and started talking to other faithists around the world, chopping it up with them and being like, letting them know like, yo, we exist too, because we know y'all are just like us on a certain vibratorial frequency. That's when things started to unite. Certain faithists stayed in their own homelands. But now it's about to be a call where all the faithists is going to unite in one area, like they're like brothers and sisters in light. And that's what's happening. I got this dude over here on the phone. He over here recording and not that shit. Caucasians feel like they have the entitlement issue. Some of them, not all of them and shit. But when you have a certain way of living, you can feel like you can do a lot of things when you're around a nigga and shit. You've been exposed to the happiness and frequency. You feel like you can damn near walk up to him and tap him while he's eating, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You be like, why did you eat that and put it in his plate, So that's how that is. I got to fly around too, so I already know these motherfuckers are all over the place. I got the eyes on the nigga. But yeah, there's a difference between the Israelites, just to let you know, in America and Africa. And the ones in Africa, they're true Israelites over there as well. They have the ability to see spiritual things as well. They're kind, they're faithists. They know that there's a all spirit connection, more so than just spirits that they talk to through ancestors and shit. That big dog, I see you right there. Baby. She's like, yeah. My baby right here, boy. She be on it, man. I'm like, I ain't seen you in the day. You just sitting back. What you doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, bro? You're getting better too, ain't you? You messed up. Put a little healing touch on it, man. Put a little healing touch on it. You're like, yeah. I get all mushy and shit. I think on the most high. Butterfly rose through. That's me over here, baby, bro. What's up, big dog? What's happening, man? come over here, you stomping over here? What's happening, big dude? Say what's up to everybody, man. Say what's up. Oh, Swift. Get your butt away from over there. Yeah, these wild birds, I don't own them. They ain't caged up and shit. They just came through one day. Before you know it, and he was kicking it. He was kicking it on the on one of those days. It was a solar eclipse. There's some generations that these dudes now. What's happening? Yeah, baby. Swift, come here. Swift, come through. Swift is a canary or a sparrow. Come here, Swift. Come on over here. Can you make it over here? No, come through. Say, what's up, nigga? You dirty dog, nigga. I'm dirty dog. Roughneck. Got pretty boy right there. My pretty boy, little pretty boy. What's up, pretty boy? Oh, that's mama. Nah, that's mama. What's up, baby? Hey, look at all the birds. Oh, I got another little, what you call it, behind me and shit. That's that one dude that was throwing rocks a long time ago and shit trying to splash me and shit. Kind of sad. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, yeah. Man, see lives over here. I'm like, I'm gonna go over there today. What's up, Swift? Come here. That actually scares off the females and shit too, man. Come over here, chest naked. Normally a female will come through. Yeah, sit right down. You know, females, like, man, I guess they occupied. Like, nah, motherfucker, I ain't with this dude. Look at this motherfucker. I ain't with his ass. I don't do that dumb ass shit. I don't do none of that shit, man. That's them. I don't do that dumb shit. I ain't tell the man to come over here and things like to turn his ass around and bend over in the camera and all that dumb shit. That's why girls don't come over. It's like girls will be right in the pool, right here in front of my ass. Shit, with the thong on, chunky booties and everything. If they beat the bitches to the punch, they be competing with the females and shit. I was like, oh man. Why in the hell? What happens when you damn near go no contact on the motherfucker? Like, hold up. You gotta know something about us now. You don't just be giving our energy around. I think y'all don't like us, it's sad. We like y'all, but people don't like us. We want to call us names and shit. Like, they ain't want to call us names. That's sad. We ain't do nothing to nobody and shit. We want to say a name and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, dude. It's sad and depressing on their end. It comes from, we just pinpointed, man. It comes from not cultivating the kundalini, dude. Because if you do that, you ain't got time to call nobody no goddamn name. Hey, you really don't, man. It doesn't even matter to you. If a broad dish you, it wouldn't even hurt your feelings if a female dish you. If you cultivated your kundalini, your feelings wouldn't even get hurt as bad. But people low in their light, kundalini, and they always, playing with themselves and masturbating, their feelings get hurt very easily. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, come on. That's where your emotions at. I got this dude over here gang stalking me, man. So, I ain't telling him to come over here. There's a guy over here playing around. He like, hey, that's a warning. That's just a warning, you know. Remember, every person has spirits on them. That's how LOOEAMONG was successful in doing things. When people are considered evil, they just not evolved spiritually. So when a false god run up on one of the motherfuckers and send his little emissaries to him, They be weak in spirit. All you gotta do is just razzle dazzle a motherfucker and shit, and make them believe some old shit, and bam, now you got them as a slave of mental death and power. Ain't that something? It's like easy work, son. The light knows who the fuck he is. That's all that is. That's what matters. The light knows who in the hell he is. It's all about the light. The light that is within. It can be dim if you're doing all kind of fucked up shit. You know? It can be dim. Animals know sometimes animals get hijacked and boom, they come at your ass and shit. Man, come on, we need some more haters, man. Look in the moon, goddamn. Some more haters, man. What's up? The hate can't shut up yet. Goddamn. Got some more hate going on, man. Completely, you know. Ain't got time to hate on nobody, man. No time to hate on nobody. It's about making yourself a better you. That's what it's about. Getting your push-ups in, if you're a man, making sure you don't be, playing with yourself and, be low vibratory with your energy. Yeah, right? So they ain't see them spirits, they ain't fucking around with them. Man, a boy crazy. That shit crazy too. Yeah, we hitting the mark. I'm almost at the dirty 30, big dog. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. There's heavens on other sides of the world, and there's heavens in their lands, and these motherfuckers are, they learned that, you can build up heavens. They're trying to be like what the Most High do with his people. The Most High do it a certain way with his people. And that's what they want to do. The Most High do it a certain way with his people. His people go and show the rest of the world now that they want to take over Most High's people and do it their way. And try to make it seem like they done did it the way that Most High and them people been doing it. That's not false, and that's false. And you can tell, you'll see once Most High remove his people from everybody else. It's gonna be like a standstill, like a stuck, stagnant place. People gonna be just, they don't know what the fuck to do. They ain't gonna have no inspiration or nothing but from people who are already passed on that don't know how to move around in the F or in the spirit realm, in the spirit world, in atmosphere, basically. They don't know how to move around, they don't know how to do shit. They just be stuck. They're done in the spirit game. That's why, false gods, they use spirits who don't know about mortal life. They don't know the pain and trauma. They can see it, but they don't know what it feels like. And a lot of these spirits are aborted spirits. Being that they're aborted, you have a better chance of, having more power over these type of spirits and shit. That's pretty much what it is. Like, damn, this is some of the, that's simple. Ain't no little sound and shit. But yeah, that's just to add that into the game, man. You know what I'm saying? We share the false prophets. We don't deal with the false prophet shooters. Once again, if you're dealing with LOOEAMONG, you're dealing with the Moors and shit. Just to let you know, you're dealing with Moors. Moors love to rule shit. Baal, that false god was around. I think he was with the Greeks. Shit like that, man. These are spirits, man. Just to let y'all know, these are not like. You wonder, like, these are spirits who live a corporeal life on the world, and now they on Earth, on this world. Like extraterrestrial, basically. Motherfucking etheric rejects. That's what we're dealing with. Etheric rejects, man. Or ones who just don't want to go into etheric. The ones who don't believe in the all spirit offering. We're dealing with those type of people. So there's hells and hotters and all that stuff made for these people, for these spirits. Satan. look, y'all, man, I'm gonna go ahead and hop up off this joint. With that being said, I feel we should have next.